What's good? Good morning, it's Sam here. It's towards the end of November, and I want to talk about escaping the rat race. And I think that's... Did I just blow a bubble with my spit? I think escaping the rat race is a lot more to do with a mental state than it is to do with a monetary value. And I think that gets confusing to a lot of people when you talk to people about escaping the quote-unquote rat race. First of all, define what that means to you. If a 9 to 5 is not what you want to do, then figure out what it is that would make you fulfilled. Do you want to start your own thing? Do you want to be a freelancer? Do you want to live abroad? Do you want to go work somewhere else, or whatever? You want to, work 3 days a week, or whatever the case is. Define what that is, and then look in the fucking mirror and realize that a lot of the actions you take do not, let me repeat that, do not align with your goal. If your goal is to escape the rat race, and that's what you want to do, and you define that as, I only want to work 3 days a week. Cool, fantastic. That is so amazing that you decided to define what it is you want. Okay, now think about your spending habits. Think about the way you spend your time. Is probably more specifically in terms of the monetary side. Think about what you spend your time on. If you truly want to just work 3 days a week, is buying a new car and paying $300 a month, does that align with what you want? Or would you rather work 3 days a week? Ask yourself that question. Would I rather work 3 days a week, or would I rather have this vehicle and pay $329 a month or $263 a month? Whatever your payment is. What is more important? Would you rather work 3 days a week, or would you rather have that car payment? Just ask yourself that and see how you answer. And you're like, I really like my car, but I'd much rather work just 3 days a week. Okay, then I think you know what you need to do. Get rid of that fucking vehicle. Put yourself in a better position. Same thing. If you go out to eat 3 days a week, when you're buying lunch every day, and then you go out to dinner once or twice a week, ask yourself, are all these lunches and going out to dinner a few times a week, is that more important to me? Is that more important than doing something that I defined as my ultimate, working 3 days a week? Just ask yourself. If it is, cool. Then factor that in and cut something else out and just decide what you want. If you live in there's a cop coming up here, so I had to change my positioning on my phone so I don't get yelled at by the popo. Ooh, it looks like he's going to direct traffic, so he'll probably see me anyways. Okay, now, if you have a house, or hopefully you can see some of those nice long nose hairs. If you have a house and that house is, 2,500 square feet, and it's you and your wife, and you're by yourself, or you, your wife, and you got a kid. Have that honest communication. See my last video. Click on my picture down below where it's right next to Stoll. Go to my profile and look at like a couple of my last videos about just being honest. It's crazy where that will take you in terms of satisfaction and fulfillment and happiness in life. But if it's you're living in a 2,500 square foot house and you have all this crap that you never fucking use, ask yourself, hey, would I rather move into an apartment and only work 3 days a week, or wherever? You could do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be an apartment. You could move into a 850 square foot house. Get rid of all the shit that you never fucking use. Would I rather do that, or would I rather have this 2,500 square foot home that I live in? You know, ask yourself. I think fundamentally, getting out of the rat race comes down to self-awareness and just having that honest communication with yourself and that dialogue in your head of what is important to you. Like, how do you want to live your life? Do you think you would rather, I want to live abroad, or I want to start my own thing? Then decide and go through that same process. Go through that same process. If you want to start your own company and you feel that that's going to be what you want, remember, defining what you want is going to change over time. So being aware enough to realize that today you might want to start your own company, then go all in on that with the knowledge and awareness that 3 years down the road, that might change. That might change. And just keep diving in to understand what it is that you want and what it is that you feel is going to make you happy. First of all, happiness is just going to be the choice you make every single day. But deciding on what is important to you will dictate the decisions you make. And once you step outside of the just wandering through life without purpose, in my opinion, it becomes a lot more satisfying, a lot more fulfilling in the every day-to-day. It's not like, oh shit, I was doing the same thing last month or 6 years ago. Like, create that purpose and then do what you want to do. Life's too short to not do what you want to do. And when you're 85 years old and you look back on your life, I doubt you're gonna consider like, oh, I had that beautiful 2,500 square foot home. No. You'll be like, oh, I'm so glad I made that choice to chase what I believed in and what would make me happy. And I took, 12 vacations throughout the year, every single year thereafter. Or that fucking 2018 Mercedes E-Class. I don't think you're going to think about that when you're 95 years old. I know that. And once you get that into your head, it's so freeing. So freeing. Decide what it is you want and then go after it. And don't get stuck on being like, I don't know what I want. That's okay. That's okay. Decide today what it is you want and be aware enough to realize that fucking changes. That's fluid, right? Like, that's not constant. So decide what it is you think is going to make you happy and then go all in on it. And then tomorrow, as you keep asking yourself those questions, no, actually, I'd want to live this type of lifestyle. Or actually, I want to live in southern France. Or, it would be cool to move to Mexico. Decide what it is you want to do. And that for the first, few weeks you're asking yourself, or a few months even, that might change. And 2 years down the road, it might change. But I think it's, in my opinion, a much more satisfying way to allocate the actions and the money that I make every day to optimize my life for fulfillment, not for, I get this cool car and I want to impress the people around me. I don't give a fuck what you or anybody else around me thinks about me. It's my life. I make those decisions on how I want to live my life. You don't agree with it? Cool, like, I empathize with that. You should do you. You should do what makes you happy, because that's what I'm doing every fucking day. Anyways, if you have any thoughts on this topic, leave them down below in the comments. I'm super curious, and I would love to hear what it is you want to do and some of the decisions and processes behind that. Let me know down below in the comments. On your way down to the comments, see that little red button that says subscribe? Fucking touch that button and subscribe, bitches! Don't you want to see this pretty mug again? I've got a big announcement coming in February, hopefully. The very end of February. Large announcement. And I think a lot of the stuff that I've been saying over the last 30 days will help tie in some of these things so that it's really evident that I'm doing exactly what I'm saying in these videos. That's how I live my life. And if you really like some of this content, make sure to press that bell button and you will get notified every single time I post a video. Hope you create a fantastic day, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.